Alright, Mr.Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? It is Game 7. We're going to Toronto, Canada. Let's get out the country. Let's cross that Canadian border. Y'all already know what's at stake. It's Drake versus Meek Mill. It's Kevin Hart versus some Toronto comedian that I don't know of right now. It's Game 7. The Toronto Raptors hosting the Philadelphia 76ers give Philadelphia a lot of credit. Winning Game 6 in Philly, refused to go down on their home court. And all of a sudden, it looks like the pressure has switched from Philadelphia to Toronto. You're at home. You had a 3-2 lead. It's Game 7 for all the marbles. Winner goes on to go against the Greek Freak and the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 1 in Milwaukee, no matter who wins. Let's get into this crazy highlight. By the end of this thing, I promise, you're going to say, oh my goodness. Just like me. Out the gate, we knew you'd get a heavy dose of Kawhi Leonard, and boy, was he everywhere. Nice play there to steal, making Jimmy Butler turn the ball over and then scoring. Now, Joel Embiid coughing the basketball up. Danny Green would reach one, end up on the other end, pass from Kawhi. Philadelphia did not come out the gate looking like a team that wanted to win Game 7. Another turnover here from Joel Embiid. Kawhi Leonard dunks it home. Philly's down 8 early. The Raptors looking and finding Kyle Lowry would actually injure his hand, have to pop one of his fingers back in. He come back in the game and drill a 3. Said there was no way he was not going to play. And he did play. Look at this. Kawhi Leonard. Oh my goodness. Looking like Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Going up one way, ended up on the other side of the rim with the left. Let's move on to the third quarter because Philly would fight back. And it came from all 5 of their starters. JJ Redick drills a 3. Now you got Ben Simmons looking fine at Tobias Harris. He'll pull up and drill a 3. Okay, all of a sudden, Philadelphia's only down 4. They trail pretty much the entire first half. Great pass from Simmons into Joel Embiid, who takes it all the way to the rim. He goes and 1. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Tobias on the block. This time, we're finding Jimmy Butler. Welcome to the game, Jimmy B. Philadelphia goes up a point. It's 52-50. JJ Redick, who had 4 3-pointers in the basketball game, 17 points. He drills another 3, and Philly's up 5. They're up 1 here with under 2 to go in the third. Kyle Lowry gets involved and puts his imprint on his basketball game with the lay-in off the block. There, Van Fleet's layup blocked by Embiid. Lowry will go behind the back to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka had a big game. Let's go fourth quarter. Raptors got the lead in the fourth. Ben Simmons would score the 2. Other end, Ibaka would answer right in the face of Ben Simmons with the 3. This was a great fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Other end, Jimmy B with the response. He drills the 3. Raptors only lead by 2 now. Looking, finding JJ Redick, finding Joel Embiid, who's open for 3. He finally buried one. 6 for 18 from the field. Joel Embiid had 21 points. He fought for all 21 of those. Other end, Raptors down 1. You got an answer from Kyle Lowry. Raptors down 1 again. This time, Kawhi Leonard puts them up 2. We'll get to his stat line in a second. It's more Kawhi. And 1 over Ben Simmons. He had 39 shots. He had 41 points. He took every shot he had an opportunity to take. Now, JJ Redick with the and 1 with the 76ers down 3. Redick would tie this basketball game up. It's under 2 to go now. Who you going to put it in the hands of? I told y'all he shot the ball 39 times. Kawhi Leonard drills the 3. They call it a long 2 after a review. Now we're going to go steal here. Oh, man, the 76ers were too lackadaisical with the basketball. Kyle Lowry to Pascal Siakam, who struggled. All right, it's a 2-point game. Kawhi Leonard had a chance to make it a 3-point game. He misses the free throw. With 8 seconds to go, Jimmy Butler goes coast to coast now with 4 seconds to go. Philly ties this thing up at 90. One last chance for Toronto to win this thing in regulation. If not, we're going to OT. Let me go ahead and set off this teaser. There won't be an OT. Kawhi Leonard going right. Kawhi with Embiid in his grill. It rolls in for game. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the shot heard around Toronto. The shot heard around Canada. The Toronto Raptors on the back of Kawhi Leonard, who literally carried this team. You never see emotion like this out of Kawhi Leonard. Speaking of emotion, Joel Embiid is literally crying on the court as the Toronto Raptors 92-90 defeat the Philadelphia 76ers and advance to the conference finals behind 41 points by Kawhi Leonard. They only put up 92 as a team. Kawhi Leonard drops 41 of those, took 39 shots. I mean, he really tired himself out, was able to get a little bit of a break at the beginning of the fourth quarter because he was struggling in that third quarter to find his shot. Kawhi takes a couple minutes in the fourth, as he usually does, comes back rejuvenated for the fourth quarter of that home stretch there around the 8-9 minute marker, and literally carries that Raptors team down the stretch, makes some big baskets. Kyle Lowry chipped in with a couple big ones as well. Pascal Siakam with a big layup. And somehow, some way, the Toronto Raptors eliminate the Philadelphia 76ers. It took every game to do it. 7-game series, a great one. First time in NBA history, we see a game-winning buzzer beater in that round to move on. Congratulations to Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. If you're a Philadelphia 76ers fan, I know this got to be a heartbreaker. You come back, you finally show that grit in that fight towards the end of the third and the fourth quarter, and then you lose like that. Your season is over like that. This Philadelphia 76ers team that last year wasn't even competitive in the second round for a lot of it against the Boston Celtics, who are without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. I don't even know what that means anymore. But anywho, they come back, they go trade for Jimmy Butler early in the season. Michael Rubin then goes trades and goes out and gets Tobias Harris at the deadline. You put this masterful of a team together, and you don't advance any rounds further than what you did the previous season. I guess technically you could look at this as a disappointment. I thought Philly fought hard. Honest to God, truth, looking back on their season, I really believe they probably win Game 4 in Philadelphia if you get a consistent Joel Embiid. Where in the heck was he at for the better part of Game 4 and Game 5? His body just wouldn't allow it. Now, there are conflicting reports in the atmosphere. Some people believe Joel Embiid physically just didn't have it in regards to his knees and his back, right? Some people believe it wasn't just the knees and the back, it was these stomach viruses that he had. A lot of people are attributing that to bad dieting, being overweight technically. He's a very big dude. He's around 300 pounds, at least 280, 290. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was, but here's what I do know. Bare minimum, if Joel Embiid wants to have this Hall of Fame career that a lot of us believe he could have, this Hakeem Olajuwon-like career, he is going to have to make some serious changes to not only his physical regimen in regards to his workouts, but most likely that diet is going to have to change exponentially. Anytime your body, you're limping in the basketball games, he said it takes him 6 treatments for every game right now. And then on top of that, you got stomach viruses. That tells me you're not putting the right stuff into your body. Right before that game, inside the NBA, was again, right before the game, they actually showed a video of Joel Embiid eating in the locker room again. Like, what in the heck are you eating? I know you don't want to not eat anything, right? The day of a basketball game. But I'm wondering, what the hell is he eating 45 minutes before a game? You couldn't necessarily see what he was putting in his mouth, but he definitely was eating something. Again, I would need to know what's going on there. If I'm Philadelphia, you invested a lot of money into this guy. It's a phenomenal talent, but you just don't know what you're getting out of him night to night. And honest to God, I picked Toronto to win this series, but let's make it clear. A healthy Embiid probably gets the Philadelphia 76ers to the next round. They win Game 4, Game 5 with a healthy Embiid. It's just a reality situation. Now, in Philadelphia, I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow. You got big question marks. I don't believe they have the financial flexibility to go sign Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler. And I'm not sure if you want to do that. You could, but I'm not sure if you want to go sign both these guys to max money. I was told about a month or two ago that they were leaning towards re-signing Tobias Harris because he fits better with what they want to do with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Now, I will say this. Things have kind of changed. Number one, that fan base fell in love with Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. They fell in love with him. It'll be tough to just let him walk and then just re-sign Tobias. All right, it's going to be tough. Second thing there, who knows what the Philadelphia 76ers do with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I'm not sure you keep this team together. Can these two guys work it out together? The Philadelphia 76ers have a lot of questions that need to be answered this summer. They'll be one of the more entertaining storylines as we get closer to NBA free agency. Obviously, I'll keep you up to date on that and more Make sure you stay tuned to that video. We will do a preview on the Toronto Raptors Milwaukee Bucks series before it begins, so stay tuned to my platform. I picked all 4 series right this round. Give me a little bit of credit. I had Toronto winning this thing, I think, in 5. It took them 7, but I still had the Raptors. Give me some credit as they move on to take on the Bucks. As we got Kawhi versus Giannis. That's my number 1 and number 2 best players in the world facing off. I'm so excited. It don't make no damn sense. And I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
Got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro. Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.